It's a beautiful Wednesday morning in the fabulous Florida Keys. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. Looks like the clouds have gone away and we're in for a beautiful sunny day today. The temperatures are supposed to be in the mid to low 70s, which is a little cooler than I care for, but it's far better than what we've been experiencing over the past week or so, and no rain and no heavy wind, just a nice light island breeze. This is my morning market MLS update video I do every day right about this same time. I report all the new listings in Key West and the lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. If you watch this video every day, you'll be ahead of most buyers. You'll know about all the new listings from Key West to Big Pine Key the same day the realtors find out about them. That's very valuable information for a buyer to have. You can also get a much more detailed description of these listings, including photographs, if you follow my blog, keywestinvesting.com. That's also updated every day from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. If you like this video and you want to stay current with what's being listed in the Florida Keys every day at what price, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a video just like this each morning. And as long as you're subscribing, right next to the subscribe button, you'll see that thumbs up like symbol. If you could click that, that helps my channel grow. I'd appreciate that a lot. So if you please just click that. We have 8 new listings to talk about today, but before I tell you about the listings, the state of Florida's legal department, they got too many lawyers and they have to stick their nose in to make me cover the boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for any of these listings. I'm not claiming any of these listings to be my own listing, and I'm not accepting any responsibility if there's any inaccuracies in the information I give you. I'm simply reading it to you right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. The first one we have is a condo in Key West's Old Town neighborhood on Olivia Street. This one's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 340 square foot condo. It's being offered at $599,000. It's a pretty small place, but it's a great price for Olivia Street and for Old Town. Be perfect for someone that lives in the mainland Florida looking for a weekend getaway, or a retired couple that's looking for something small and you want to spend more time outside than you do inside. It'd be the perfect setup, and it's a great price. My only concern with this one is there's no off-street parking, and Olivia Street is, especially the Old Town part of Olivia Street, it's a very small, very narrow street, and parking on Olivia Street can be tough. But if it's just your weekend getaway, you probably wouldn't have a car down here. Most people ride a bicycle or one of those scooters. So the parking wouldn't be a problem, and it's a great price for anything in Old Town that close to that close to Duval Street, I'm sorry. Next we go to Sunset Key, which is a private island about a half-mile off Key West in Key West Harbor. If you've ever been to the Key West world-famous Sunset Festival at Mallory Square, the island with the houses on it that you're looking at across Key West Harbor, that's Sunset Key. A lot of people would argue that Sunset Key is some of the most expensive real estate in Key West. This one's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,912 square foot. It's right on the open water. You're looking right directly out at the open ocean. It's being offered at $5,495,000, which is extremely low for a waterfront home on Sunset Key. A lot of the ones out there you'll see going well over $10 million. It's a very expensive property out there, and this is a really good price for a waterfront home on Sunset Key. Then back to Olivia Street in Key West's Old Town neighborhood. We have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 557 square foot house. This one also has no parking. That concerns me a little bit, especially this one's in the Bahama Village section of Old Town. Parking on the street in Bahama Village can be very, very difficult, especially parking on Olivia Street. That's a small street. But a lot of our residents, like I said, their main transportation is a bicycle or a scooter. So if you don't mind the off-street parking, it's a house in Old Town being offered at only $875,000, which is an incredible price, especially for Olivia Street. Olivia Street's a beautiful street. I actually just sold one on Olivia Street, right very close to this one, that was a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 500 square foot house, and I think we sold it at $836,000. This one's a 2-bedroom, so that can give you a price comparison. It's a very good price. Then on Flagler Ave in Key West's Newtown neighborhood is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 691 square foot house. This one's being offered at $699,000, which is an excellent price for any house anywhere in Key West. Normally I tell people I'd like to see 2 bathrooms, but with 691 square feet, I don't know if you'd have room. You'd have to get some pretty creative contractor in there. But $699,000 for a single family house located on the island of Key West is an extremely low price. Definitely worth taking a look at. The next one is a rather unique listing. It's what they call a Contel. It's a hotel, the Beachside Resort, which is one of the more upscale hotels in Key West. It's very nice, beautiful resort. They have a shuttle to take you right downtown. They have an excellent high-end fine dining restaurant, tavern in town, right in the property. You actually own your own hotel room like a condo. This one's a 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 814 square foot property. So that's a pretty large property for basically a hotel room. This one's more geared towards the passive-aggressive investor that wants to just invest some money and sit back and do absolutely nothing but collect your check. Your return is a lot lower than it would be on some of the other transient rental license properties in Key West. You have your management fees, the hotel fees, your maintenance fees, your property taxes, your insurance. By the time you pay off all your bills on these, you probably get about a 2.5% to 3% ROI, which is definitely better than you'd get if you put the money in a savings account. And literally, they handle all the maintenance calls, they handle all the cleaning, they handle absolutely everything. You do nothing but buy it, hand it over to the management company, and just sit back and collect your money. So if you're looking for just a very simple, easy, passive-aggressive, where you put some money in just like a savings account and collect your monthly check every month, this is a great one to buy. It's being offered at $834,000. Next one is up on Geiger Key, which is about 10 minutes out of Key West. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,056 square foot house. They're calling it a single family home in the MLS, but if you look at the pictures on the blog, Key West Investing, it very much looks like a mobile home to me. It's located on Star Lane, which is in Geiger Key, that was originally a 100% mobile home park. And one by one, the mobile homes are being removed and they're being replaced with single-family houses, but this one doesn't look like it was. If you look at the pictures, you'll see it very clearly looks like a mobile home. And most of the mobile homes in there are the older trailer park-style mobile homes. They're asking $2 million for this, which is outrageously overpriced. They listed it with one of those discount brokers. You pay them 1% of the purchase price and they'll put it in the MLS, then they do absolutely nothing else. There's a section in the MLS called Realtor Remarks that only people with an MLS password, only the realtors see. And it says right in the Realtor Remarks with these discount brokers, for showing in contract information, contact, and it gives Mr. and Mrs. Seller's name and phone number. And you're usually dealing with someone that doesn't know much about the real estate market, has never sold a house before. It's just kind of a nightmare to deal with. I've only had one that I've dealt with this particular type of company that's gone well, and that's only because the husband of the couple was a real estate attorney. I'm not sure what the wife did. She worked from home, but the husband had enough knowledge to make sure to tell her to take the dog and leave the house. A lot of the sellers want to stay in the house, and the buyers get very uncomfortable when the sellers are in the house. But $2 million for this property is probably over $1 million overpriced. It should be down under $1 million for this property. This particular location is also right on the flight path of the Boca Chica NAS Key West, the Naval Air Station. And those jets go right over you, right on the flight path, and they are really loud. There's a great restaurant on Geiger Key called Geiger Key Marina and Smokehouse. I tell people, if you're interested in any house in this area, let's go sit and have lunch at Geiger Key first, because they're right on the flight path as well, and the jets go right over there. Because I could spend hours and hours and hours describing to you how loud those jets are, but you'll never understand it until you truly experience it for yourself. So I like to have the people go have lunch with me at Geiger Key before we write an offer on a home anywhere in this area. Then we go to Stock Island on 12th Avenue. We have a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,136 square feet. 12th Ave is one of the nicest streets on Stock Island. This particular one's on the dry side. One side of 12th Ave is right on the water. But this house, you can definitely have a water view between the houses. You're way back on the end of Stock Island, so you have no traffic going by your house, or very little traffic going by your house. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,136 square foot concrete house, 5 minutes from downtown Key West, and it's being offered at $795,000, which is an excellent price. Also on Stock Island on Roberta Street, you have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 720 square foot mobile home. If you look at the pictures in my blog, keywestinvesting.com, you'll see this mobile home is a little dated and needs some work, but it's being priced at $409,000 for a residential living unit less than 5 minutes from Key West. You can't beat that price. Anything at that price on the Florida Keys is a great buy. Even if it needs a little bit of sweat equity, it's definitely well worth the while to get a home on Stock Island 5 minutes from Key West for only $409,000. Jump on that one. And that's all we have for today. If you want to take a look at any of these homes or any home in the Florida Keys, give me a call at 305-731-0501. And don't forget to check out my blog, keywestinvesting.com. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.